We live in America. The little ounce of freedom we possess, we want. I don't want the military giving me fucking vaccines. If I don't want it, I don't fucking want it. What's the problem with that? What's the problem with having my own individualism, my own freedom of choice? See, this new world that they're pushing us all in, and they're pushing us there, whether we like it or not, this new world is one of control. I explained this shit on Tuesday on how all these billionaires are quitting all these companies that they built and starting some shit of some companies that have more control over daily lives. Fucking Mark Zuckerberg with this fucking, and I thought about this some more. Mark Zuckerberg with this whole meta fucking verse. This guy wants to be God. I was watching more trailers of the metaverse. Mark Zuckerberg wants to be God. He wants people to talk about him like they talk about God. And then we got guys like Jim Cramer, who's a fucking financial advisor, talking about the betterment of my health, of your health. He should be worrying about him and his fucking family, not all of us. Now, I'm going to play you the video why I was so fucking nerve-rattled, terrified. I'm still scared. I'm fucking terrified right now.
Lord knows what happened if you didn't partake. But back then, anyone who refused to get vaccinated would get ratted out immediately because we knew that person could hurt other people. The Commonwealth now we're engaged in a similar struggle with COVID, and Eisenhower would be aghast. We have immunocompromised who are incubators for every area, walking around lawfully unvaccinated? That's psychotic. We have companies that have tried hard to get people vaccinated and now backing down. We have governors who want to be president by grandstanding on a foolish states' right issue, the right to get sick and get other people sick. So it's time to admit that we have to go to war against COVID. Require vaccination universally. Have the military run it. If you don't want to get vaccinated, you better be ready to prove your conscientious objector status in court. And even then, you need to help in the war effort by staying home until we finally beat this thing.
He just talked about going to war with this vaccine or with this fucking COVID. What he's talking about is going to war with the unvaccinated. That shit's scary. That's terrifying. I was terrified when I heard him say that. Or they allowed him to say that on national television. And then you have from Republicans, finally. And you got pussies like Mitch McConnell, and he's a big fucking pussy. You got him talking about, there's a good chance the courts or the Senate will block vax mandates, not the shutdown. The shutdown was the fucking leverage. What the fuck are you talking about? Let's hear this pussy, this piece of shit. Let's hear him speak.
Joining us now for an exclusive interview is Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. Wonderful to have you. One of the issues that the members of Congress on both sides of the House and the Senate, they say that the number one office over the past couple of months has been about vaccine mandates. They don't want them. So they're urging you to try to figure out a way to strip out that funding for vaccine mandates or make them strip out vaccine mandates so that this government can continue to run. Here's a House Freedom Caucus letter to you. We therefore write to request that you use all procedural tools at your disposal to deny timely passage of the continuing resolution unless it prohibits funding in all respects for the vaccine mandates and enforcement thereof. This is all happening as we are on the clock to see if the government will continue to be funded. What do you think happens today? Will those vax mandates stay in the bill?
Well, I think there's good news. Multiple courts have pushed the pause button on these government vaccine mandates. There's a decent chance the courts will strike them down.
there's a decent chance. The Republican Party is led by fucking weak leaders, and I've said this before. The Democrats are just fucking stupid, but the Republicans are fucking weak. You see, they have formed the elitist mind state, the state of mind of an elitist. We put them in office to serve us. They're the voice of us. But when they get in office, they develop their individualism. That's the wrong place to develop that, because you're in there for us and our concerns. As they noted at the beginning of this, writing, the Freedom Caucus writing Mitch McConnell, telling him the concerns of the citizens, his citizens. But none of that matters to these elitists.
Secondly, next week we're going to have a vote on the vaccine mandate prohibiting that regulation from going into effect. I think it has a decent chance of passing the Senate. I don't think shutting down the government over this issue is going to get an outcome.
No, what Dirty Mitch McConnell is saying, he wants to be paid. You understand? You see, he can shut down the country for you, so you don't get paid, so your business goes out of business. But for him, no, he wants to get paid. This monkey show has to continue. Mitch McConnell is what's wrong with America. I loved what Elon Musk said. I think he said it today or last night. He said that people over 70 shouldn't run for office. I fucking agree. Because you get senile old fucks like McConnell, who's been in office 30 fucking years, who's done very little for the people that put him in power. This is what America has turned into. Our founding fathers, the rapists, the murderers that they were, the colonizers that they were, they would be over here cutting off heads. The way these politicians nowadays work America. They do not care about the people that elect them in office. And this just isn't McConnell. This is all those fuckers. All of them. The whole political structure. It makes you think about civil unrest a little bit more whenever you see shit like this. Now, Mitch McConnell knows that the Republicans don't own the majority in the House or the Senate. He knows that. If they want it, if the Democrats really fucking want it, they could pass this shit with ease. As treasonous as it would be. But for Mitch McConnell not even to put up a fucking fight and Republicans allowed their leader to do this, that tells me a lot about these motherfuckers, dude. They're not to be trusted. James says, Trumpalitions are what is wrong with this country, in my opinion. No, they all are. Even Democrats. They all are. They're all fucking ugly people. Anti-Muslim statements, anti-Semitic, etc. That is what they are doing. Sorry to say. Green, Gates, Bobbitt, they need to go. All of them need to go. Republicans and Democrats. We should not have a party system. It should be straight independence. That's what's wrong with this country. Is this two-party system? The right, the left, the green, the red, da-da-da-da-da-da. That's what's fucking wrong with this. We need independence in office. No one should succumb to just one way of thinking. There isn't just one way to be right. More than not, you're going to be wrong if you're thinking with tunnel vision or if you're seeing with tunnel vision. And that's what our politicians see. They all are fucked up. Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer. I mean, you labeled off Republicans, label off those Democrats. You talk about anti-Semitic views. Omar, whatever the fuck her last name is, she's the biggest one. She's a Democrat. They all need to go. The system needs to conform itself. This is what's wrong with America. Civil unrest is happening, and it's going to happen, and it's going to tear everything down for this new world to be built. And it has me thinking, should we allow it to happen? As citizens of the world, not just this nation, but of the world, should we be more accepting of the New World Order? Should we be more accepting of it? Oh, lobbyists are the worst, aren't they? They're the fucking worst. Now, they're just off company or self-interest. Yes, I see. That's what I agree with, bro. That's what I love. No parties, no lobbyists. Get them all the fuck out of here. But even with McConnell's failures, we have Europe wilding the fuck out over there. I'm going to show you video of civil unrest over vaccine mandates and big governments telling their people what they can and can't do. This is the New York Post. Hopefully this shit loads up fast enough. It's fucking taking all day. This is the New York Post. I think the New York Post is fairly conservative in their views. I believe they are. I mean, I could be wrong. Violent protests have broken out against COVID-19 vaccine mandates and lockdowns across Europe amid new tough rules to curb winter waves of the virus. Demonstrators angry about the new measures gathered in Austria, Croatia, Italy, Northern Ireland, the French territory of Guadeloupe, and the Netherlands to protest the moves. See, this isn't just an American issue. This is a world issue. People, the little freedoms that we have, the little fucking freedoms we have are being taken away. Stripped away from us. Stripped away. And it's making society upset. The people that are the grease to this machine. The oil, I should say. So let's look at some video across Europe and the civil unrest that is occurring right now. Is this what needs to happen? I asked the question, is this what needs to happen? Is civil unrest warranted in today's time? Civil unrest. It's happening. Let's go to some more video footage. This is what civil unrest looks like. This, that, wherever the fuck it's at. That's what it looks like. It's not just in America. People think Americans are just so selfish. No. America represented the beacon of freedom. Even though we all know who live over here, freedom is very thinned over here. But you have some countries that they can't do what we do. They just can't do what we fucking do in America. We were the last little hope. Our immigrants that come here for that little bit of freedom. So it's not just an American problem. This is a world problem. If you're willing to take away America's freedom, what the fuck's going to happen over here? destruction must happen in order to rebuild this new world. You see, the whole conspiracy of a new world order, it's not a conspiracy anymore. This is facts. This is what I believe has to happen in order for the new world to be built. I used to be against it. I used to be against destruction. Now I don't know. I don't know if this is the route we're supposed to go. And when I say we, I mean society. If you truly want freedom, are you to destroy the old to bring in the new? Now, the new, that all depends on who wins. The winners write the story. So over there in Africa, African presidents say that Joe Biden has slapped him in the face for issuing his travel ban. The president of Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire, I butchered that, joined South African President Cyril Ramaphosa for engagements on Wednesday and Thursday in solidarity following the imposition of a travel ban on the country by President Joe Biden and leaders of European and Middle Eastern states this week. Several countries issued travel bans in response to the discovery of the new it calls it the Chinese virus, dubbed Omicron. Fuck all that. These black people over here in Africa said they're tired of the white people. I'm not gonna go there. The South African countries are tired of the bullshit. I've been saying this for months, that Africa is the new beacon. Africa is what's going to bring out a lot of this new world order. A lot of nations that we don't hear about, we're going to start hearing more about. And that's in Africa. But they feel like America and Europe and the Middle East are slapping them in the face because they preach nothing but good things about these people. Shit, they trashed Donald Trump and to change the light that Joe Biden had. Black people out there, I want to know, the ones who voted for Joe Biden, how do you feel about him now? African countries are turning against him. Blacks from the motherland are turning against him. They see the real Joe Biden. I mean, I've warned you, but you guys don't listen to me. Matter of fact, all you did was talk about me negatively because you guys know everything. That's why a lot of you guys are in the shit positions you're in now, because you look for these people for help when they're not here to help you. Matter of fact, they're here to destroy you. They're here to keep the pressure on your neck. They're here to make sure your life is as mediocre as it can be. But, I'm just TaijhTV, I don't know shit, I guess. Got black countries. They're also rioting and all that shit.
What began as protests against coronavirus restrictions continue to snowball in France's overseas territories of Guadeloupe and Martinique. Vaccination requirements were just a match to the powder keg of long-standing tensions. Demonstrators are also speaking out against explosive inequality, poor public services, and perceived neglect from the French mainland. Ills some say only greater autonomy will cure.
Nous constatons, nous, le peuple, et même les élus, que nous n'avons pas la main en Guadeloupe en termes de décision. Maintenant, il faudrait qu'il y ait une pédagogie pour le peuple guadeloupéen, le peuple lambda, le Guadeloupéen lambda, pour qu'il puisse comprendre qu'est-ce que ça veut dire l'autonomie.
While the Overseas Territories Minister has expressed willingness to discuss greater autonomy, he insisted vaccination requirements for health workers will not be scrapped. And ahead of discussions with union delegates, Sébastien Lecornu rejected calls to free demonstrators detained for violence.
La main est tendue, néanmoins, ça reste une main de fermeté. J'accepterai de dialoguer avec ces personnes demain, je le dis.
I will accept dialogue with these people. That statement says it all. You're not the people who elected him in office. That's not what this elitist is thinking. No, no, no. You're these people. You're those people. Some people. This is what I'm talking about. This is the system that needs to burn. This whole idea of government is starting to really just leave a sour taste in my mouth. The thought that they really fucking care, every 4 years, every 2 years, I care so much about you. I've been in office 30 fucking years and done nothing for you. That shit bugs me, yo. And I know it's bugging this generation. It just blows my mind. Shit blows my mind. What is this guy saying? I don't think we as citizens can do anything of this. No, we can. We have the numbers. I'm never gonna say we can't. We got the numbers and they know it. New York Post is owned by Fox, so yeah, conservative. Better than ex-president tweeting. Oh, you were offended by Trump's tweeting. Not me. We will see next year. Everyone knows that new president benefits or suffers for a year after the old president. Just saying, give Biden another year. I'm not giving them shit. They all have the same agenda, him and Trump. They ain't no fucking different. You're offended by Trump's tweeting. I'm offended by Joe Biden's dialogue. It's horrible. Fucking horrible. The guy fucking can't remember shit. Has to remind himself to salute Marines and all this. Come on. The whole political sphere is fucked. They all need to go. Trump included. They all need to fucking go. There has to be an age limit. There needs to be terms in Congress and in the Senate. They all got to go. The mass uprising needs to happen. I'm saying it. It needs to happen. They all got to go. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Thank you, Game Tees, for being here the whole night. I appreciate you. I'll catch you guys Tuesday for Trash Bag Tuesday. Peace out and have a good night.